Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is another taste testing video. So this is a first impressions taste testing video of two Blume mix products. So this is not my first experience with this product, or like this brand. This is my third try, so it's third time's a charm. My first testing video of this did not go very well. Not just like the product itself, but it was the first sort of like taste testing video I've done. The second one was much better. This is now my third round. I'm not quite sure why I keep doing these videos because it's very out of the realm of my channel, but every time I buy these, I'm super curious about them and I want to share my first impression experience with you guys. So this time around, what did we get? So they launched this new flavor called the Organic Oat Milk Chai Blend. This one was a little bit more pricey. It was $25. It's vegan, decaf, and they say it's 30 servings, but I discovered in my last taste testing thing that it's more than 30 servings. And again, if you're not using it, like if you're only using like a dash in like baking or like not using a full scoop in whatever you're mixing it in, it's going to be more than 30 servings. So what do they say about this one? They say, bold-faced chai. Get ready to cha-cha-chai. I hear ya. Sorry, that's so dumb. Spicy in all the right places with the creamy, spicy in all the right places with the creamy oat finish you know and love. This is the decaf and sugar-free favorite you've been waiting for. So I must have had something similar to this in the past. I don't know, I haven't tried it. The one thing that I've learned with the word chai, at least this is what I think from what I understand, is chai just means tea. So we've kind of messed it all up here in like Western culture, where when we use chai, generally we're meaning like a spiced chai, a spiced tea, a masala tea, that kind of thing. But we just kind of refer to it as chai. I don't know how or where that started, probably Starbucks. But so yeah, when things say like chai tea, you're like, from what I understand, saying tea. But anyway, chai in this sense usually means spicy here in like a spiced tea in Western culture. So the ingredients for this one is decaf black tea extract, oat milk powder, ginger root powder, cinnamon powder, cardamom powder, black pepper powder, ground cloves, nutmeg powder, fennel powder, milk thistle powder, and the tea extract is organic. So on the back they say add to milk, smoothies, oatmeal, or really anything. To make this, you are to mix 1 teaspoon of the product with a splash of boiling water and then add 1 cup of hot or cold milk. And they have milk in quotes because it can be any kind of milk like almond milk or regular milk. And that says sweeten with maple syrup or sugar. So that's the first one we're going to try. It also came with, when I placed the order, they had a little add-on, like a free add-on, was this lip gloss. Sorry, it's a gloss balm. It's Burt's Bees Glossy Balm, Gloss and Glow Gloss Balm in 905 chai time. Actually, I haven't even opened this up, so let's just open this up and try it. It was like a limited time offer, so I don't know by the time I post this will still be available, but I hope so. I mean, I didn't order this right away. Can't even open it. There we go. This is more the speed of my channel, by the way. If you're new to my channel, if you're new to me here, most of my videos are makeup related. Oh, that opened in the opposite way I thought it was going to. So this is what that looks like. If you want to see what that looks like, I got a piece of tape stuck to my finger there. Take that off. Let's just throw this on right now. Oh my God, get off my finger. I can't. It keeps sticking to everything. We're off to a rough start again. Okay, there we go. Let's throw this on. Oh, it's a little soft, so you gotta be careful with that. Don't turn it up too much. There's definitely a bit of a scent to it, but nothing, almost ever so slightly fruity, maybe? Not a chai scent whatsoever. Feels really nice. A little bit of color. There we go. Okay, there's that. Digression. And the second flavor that I picked, this is like it's been around, I don't want to say OG because I don't know if it's OG, but it's been on the site at least since the beginning of when I started trying these products. This is the Beetroot Blend. It's vegan, caffeine free, and it says, on the back says, just beat it. I don't want to copyright start singing, but you know where that's going. So it says, beets in a cup? Yep. This blend is naturally sweetened and grown by Mother Nature herself with a whole beetroot in every serving. Wow, that's a lot. Your body and taste buds will thank you. And again, they say add to milk, smoothies, oatmeal, or really anything. Same mixing ingredients. You mix a teaspoon of the product with a splash of boiling water and then add 1 cup of hot or cold milk. Ingredients in this one are organic beetroot powder, organic cinnamon powder, organic ginger root powder, and organic ground cloves. So, pretty intrigued by this. There's still a couple of brands that I haven't, or a couple of flavors I haven't tried yet. This one was a little bit cheaper than this one. This one was $20. Kind of held off on trying this one. I'm not really sure why. I'm mostly intrigued by the color of this one. As you can see, I haven't even opened these yet, so I don't know what they smell like. I don't know what they look like. But on the website, I'm pretty sure this one looks like beets have a really strong, I think if you've ever cooked with beets, they stain everything. And I do really like beets. Like I just tried cooked beets like myself, like making roasted beets a few years ago, and I was surprised at how much I liked it. I've only ever, previous to that, I think had like pickled beets, which I really like as well. So I'm excited to try it. I'm really excited about both of these, to be honest. Both of these seem right up my alley. I will link to my previous videos with the other flavors that I've tried. Off the top of my head, the favorite ones that I have that I use regularly, I haven't actually finished any yet. The matcha coconut one is one that I use a lot. The mint cocoa one is one, or is it mint cacao? Can't remember, one or the other. I use that one fairly often. I use the cacao turmeric one quite a bit actually. It's a really nice like additive to coffee to just really like spice up coffee a little bit. I don't even really use a full teaspoon. I just add like a little dash of it, and it's really, really nice. And then the other thing that I really like, but it's like a one-off and it's nothing like these, was they had a limited edition peppermint tea thing, or no, candy cane tea, in collaboration with Indigo, formerly Chapters, which is like a big bookstore here in Canada. So yeah, those are like my favorites that I definitely reach for and go to. Probably my least favorite, and I should have known this, was the pumpkin spice one. I'm not a pumpkin spice person, but I really wanted to try the pumpkin spice. Like, it was more because I really wanted to retry the Starbucks one as well, and that's where that came from. If you can see my thoughts on that in my first video. So let's get into taste testing. I feel like I have a better setup this time. I'm ready to like mix them. Didn't pre-mix them this time. I also have some decaf coffee here. It's just instant because that's the only decaf I have. A little bit of white sugar to flavor. I'm just going to sort of make a half portion, so a half a teaspoon and a half a cup of milk. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to start with this one. Okay, so first up is the Beetroot Blend. Hopefully you can see that. See how like brightly colored that is? I think it's really, really interesting. Also, I am doing this in a clear glass so that you can see it. I'm not sure how safe this is because these aren't like coffee. You know how you can get like the coffee cups that are clear? These are obviously not that, so I don't know. Don't try this at home. And I'm putting boiling water in this, so we shall see. A little splash of boiling water there. I'm just worried that it's going to crack the glass because I don't know. I don't know these things. I don't know why that makes me worried, but it does. So yeah, look how red that is. And it smells like beets. Like if you have ever cooked with beets, definitely smells like beets, which I like the smell of beets, to be honest. It is a bit of a sweet smell. But also don't just stick your nose. I like opened the package and stuck my nose in. It was sort of like fluffed around and it fluffed right up my nose and I had a little bit of sneezing fit. So there's it mixed in with that. And then I've got a half a cup of milk here, so we're just gonna pour that in. It's such a pretty color. That's why I have the clear glass, because it's such a pretty color. I'm just gonna taste it like I've done the previous videos, straight up without any sugar in it. interesting. It's not super strong, like it's not super strongly flavored like some of their others. I can see myself, so one of the reasons why I bought this one, because I can see myself mixing this in with smoothies. I think it'll be really good with like a strawberry smoothie, like a strawberry vanilla smoothie. That's what I was thinking. And it is pretty sweet on its own. I don't see myself just drinking this one straight up though. Yeah, I just feel like that might be weird. I'm gonna mix some coffee into this and see what that tastes like. I don't know if it'll taste like much like anything though, because I feel like it's not a very strong taste. Like some of the other ones have a very, very strong taste. Like the turmeric cacao one has a very, very definite taste. Putting some hot water into, I tried to tape the mug up a little bit. It's a PG channel, but one of my favorite mugs. Some coffee in there. Let's mix it with the coffee, see what that tastes like. Ooh, don't spill the coffee. I spilled coffee everywhere. I've got a tea towel down here. Yeah, it doesn't actually, with coffee, I don't know if I would mix this in. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I could see myself mixing this in with coffee to get like the benefits of the product, but it doesn't seem to flavor the coffee a whole lot. Maybe a little bit, like ever so slightly. I think there's cloves in this. Yeah, cloves. The ginger and the cloves. I'm getting, yeah, it's in the other ingredients. This is actually one of the more simple ones. Beetroot, cinnamon, ginger, and cloves. And I feel like the cinnamon, ginger, and cloves are a nice mix for coffee. And the beetroot just gives it like a little bit of a, almost, is beetroot a fruit or a vegetable? It's almost like a sweet fruity twist to it. Just ever so slightly though. Like it's so subtle. It's much more subtle than some of their other flavors. I think I've said that like 3 times now. And yeah, I wouldn't even really add sugar to this at all. And I've talked about that with some of the other flavors. Like I could add sugar to this, but it has enough, for me, enough little bit of sweetness to it. I wouldn't call it outright sweet, but enough sweetness and enough sweetness with the milk. By the way, I'm just using, again, not sponsored, I'm just using lactose-free 1% milk. That's nice. I like that one. I like that one. That one gets a thumbs up for me for sure. I'm not even gonna bother adding sugar to that one. Okay, second flavor that we're gonna try, and this one, so I always kind of do this, I don't know if I did this in my previous video, but my mind, I always want to try with like the flavors I'm not so sure about and then go towards the flavors that I am more sure about, because I don't want the flavors that I'm more excited to taint the flavors that I'm like a little bit nervous about. I do that with, side note, I do that when I eat like food in general. I generally eat like the thing I don't want to eat first. Like if you get like vegetables and you're like, oh, I'm not so sure about those like beans, I don't know if I really like those, I'll eat those first just to like get them out of the way so I can eat the good stuff after, because if I eat the good stuff first, I definitely don't want to eat the stuff that I'm like about. Anybody else do stuff like that? Anyway, second flavor is the Blume Organic Oat Milk Chai Blend. So this is what this one looks like. Kind of the color I would expect it to be. It's like this brown, light brown color. So let's put a splash of hot water in here. I don't know if I'll add coffee to this. Is that weird? Actually, it shouldn't be weird, because I've discovered, I think it's President's Choice has a tea. I'll double check if it's President's Choice. It has a tea called Dirty Chai. Sounds terrible, but it's coffee, ground coffee mixed with a chai tea. It is like the most best combination in my mind ever, because it's coffee and tea, and it's a chai tea. Like I love chai tea and I love coffee, and it's like, it actually works. Anyway, there's our milk. It'd be nicer if I warmed the milk up. Teacher Anne, if you do this video, another taste testing video, you can warm the milk up first. All right. This one smells similar to the turmeric one and similar to the gingerbread one. It's got that, like, you know, spices scent. Yeah, I'm not liking that one as much. It's hitting the back of my throat, interestingly. can definitely smell the cardamom. And I only know that because I recently bought cardamom powder. Like, spice for cooking. It's okay. The black pepper. See, it's the black pepper. There was something else that I have that has the black pepper in it. And for some reason, I'm not a fan of the black pepper. Let's mix this with coffee. I think I definitely want to add some sugar to this one, too. It does have the oat milk powder, which says that it's supposed to be a bit more... Well, no, it just says creamy. Creamy I got the creamy. Interesting. I was more excited for this flavor, and I thought I would like it better, but I think I like the beet flavor better. Mixes nice with coffee. That's the other thing, too. So in my mind, and I talked about this in some of the previous videos where I was always mixing these with coffee, I'm adding sugar. I mixed again, going back to that turmeric cacao one, because it's the one that I'm using the most often. Really good in black tea as well. Just like straight up, regular, plain, telly kind of tea. It mixes really nice with tea as well. Kind of, I guess, gives you like a chai tea with a regular black tea. Yeah, I needed to add a bit of sugar to that. There's something about it that's hitting the back of my throat. Now, I will preface, I've talked about this in a couple of recent videos, that I've been struggling with GERD, so like acid reflux, which is why I really shouldn't be drinking coffee, which I did cut out coffee entirely for like 3 weeks. The hardest 3 weeks of my life. But obviously I'm drinking coffee again, so I do have a bit of like soreness in my throat at times, and I feel like certain things kind of hit it, and this is hitting it. But it is nice. Like, the more I'm drinking it, and the more, again, it's not one that I can do straight up. It's definitely like, if you like a richer, more flavorful chai, this is definitely a more richer, flavorful chai. I also am not a huge fan of chai that has like black licorice, and this doesn't obviously have that at all. It's not in the ingredients, and so it doesn't have that like black licorice taste to it or smell to it that some chai, and I never know which, like sometimes you don't really see it in the ingredients, or it's low down in the ingredients, so you don't think it's going to be an issue, and then, I don't know, I'm not a black licorice person, so, but yeah, that's very much to me, like, it also reminds me of like the gingerbread one. Like, they're all fairly similar, but different higher notes and lower notes, if that makes sense. I guess probably if I looked at the ingredient list and the order of the ingredient list, you're going to kind of see that like similarities, but differences in terms of like certain spices are a little higher in the list, or a little bit stronger in one versus another, if that makes sense. But yeah, I liked this one. I'm going to go back to this one. If you like beets, you're going to like this. If you don't like beets, you're not going to like this, because there's definitely a straight up beet scent and flavor to this, which is a little odd in a drink. I'm not going to lie. It's a bit weird. Okay, that is round 3 of my Blume taste testing. I feel like this was a bit of a mixed bag. Again, I think this one's going to take me a little bit to warm up to. I definitely prefer it with a bit of sugar. I want to try it in like with tea as well. Just like add a bit more tea. I probably would, like I said, maybe not drink this one straight up. I think it's the black pepper. The black pepper and me are just not fans of each other. I actually don't use black pepper a lot either in like cooking. I think like the only thing I put black pepper on is eggs. But yeah, this one's a winner for me. Surprise, dark horse on this one. So yeah, that's my round 3 taste testing of these Blume products. I will put a discount code down below if you are interested in trying these out. I will also note that this Blume is not the same company as the skincare brand called Blume. It's a little confusing again if you're in the makeup, skincare, beauty community like I am. They are 2 different companies with 2 different lines of products. I'm pretty sure they're not related at all. So yeah, if you like this video, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.